Mankind has walked these woods for more than 11,000 years, from Native Americans to the woodsmen of Maine's historic logging industry. Rumor has it, Katahdin Woods Waters is a place of dark skies, pristine wilderness, and miles of beautiful river. However, we struggled to find convincing evidence. As Mainers and photographers, we knew we had to go see this place for ourselves. And if the rumors were true, share it with others. We designed a human-powered route circumnavigating the monument that would allow us to see as much as possible in 5 days. In all, we would cover 64 miles in 3 stages. A 22-mile canoe trip down the east branch of the Penobscot River, a 21-mile bike ride along the Katahdin Loop Road, and finally, a 21-mile hike up the International Appalachian Trail back to where we started. From start to finish, we would climb over 5,000 vertical feet. Our journey began on a beautiful September day at the Mattagamon campground. I was honored to join my friends Chris and Jamie on this adventure to explore and document the new monument. Jamie is an action sports photographer with a knack for capturing legendary moments in the backcountry. Chris, an accomplished mountaineer, has traveled the world as an expedition photographer. As for me, I work and play as an outdoor adventure photographer and women's hiking guide. Our passions have taken us to different corners of the globe, but we all grew up here in Maine. We were excited to get out and explore our own backyard again. For the next 3 days, we would canoe from Mattagamon to Lunksew's camps. We had no idea that from this moment on, we would only see 2 other people. Before long, the first of 4 portages was upon us. As I watched Chris and Jamie carry our canoes through the woods, I wondered if I had the strength to do the same. I knew my turn would come. At the end of our first day, we pulled up to our campsite at Grand Pitch, just as the late summer sun was beginning to set. I could see the tired smiles on everyone's faces as we cracked open some ice-cold beers and raised them to a successful first day on the river. We sat around the fire, recapping the day's events until only a glowing ember remained. A gentle reminder it was time for a well-earned night's rest. After breakfast, it was my turn to carry a canoe. With all of my might, I lifted the boat above my head as it teetered back and forth on my shoulders. Carrying a canoe through the woods on your back is not easy. But as I walked downriver, we came upon one of the most serene sections of Maine woods that I have ever encountered. Suddenly, the weight on my back didn't feel so heavy. It took teamwork to maneuver our way down the East Branch. We got stuck on rocks, had to walk our canoe many times, and took on a lot of water. People may have had a chuckle at us, but we didn't care. We were having a good time. Our second night was spent under the stars along the riverbank at Elbow Campsite, 15 miles into our journey. The Maine wilderness has a way of stripping down barriers between companions. It felt as if I had known these guys my entire life. After 3 beautiful days on the East Branch, I was ready to trade in the canoes for bikes, but was going to miss the calming effect the river had on me. We reached Lungsus camps just after lunch, where access to cold, clean water was a welcomed treat. We uncovered our bikes and set out on stage 2 of our journey. With 19 miles of riding and plenty of daunting hills ahead, it didn't take long for me to realize that biking wasn't exactly my favorite. While the wilderness can push you out of your comfort zone and test your limits, my friends always kept my spirits high. I'm grateful that they were by my side as we pushed through those last few hills together. After another good night's sleep at the Sandbank campground, the next part of our journey led us to Orin Falls Trailhead, where we stashed our packs for a joyride on old logging roads and a section of single track to the falls. At this point, we'd already covered 43 miles by boat and bike, and we still had another 21 miles of trail back to Matagamon. But I was relieved to finally be on foot. The mountains in this monument may not have the same reputation as nearby Katahdin, but I quickly realized that summit elevation doesn't always determine significance. These trails were remarkable in their own way. They felt untouched. As we took our final steps to the summit of Daisy Mountain, there was a chill in the air. With whipping fog and low visibility, it felt otherworldly. We lingered in hopes the fog would clear and reveal incredible views. It didn't.
That's so cool.
Watching the clouds roll by the window, darkness set in. It dawned on me that we were nearing the end of our journey. I could already tell that this was truly the trip of a lifetime. Despite the serenity of the Daisy Mountain Fire Tower, we still had to push through another summit to reach our campsite for the night. Hiking in the dark was a welcome change that brought us new energy. We reached the Lungsus lean-to in a daze of happiness after 16 hours and 20 miles covered by bike and foot. We were on the last leg of our journey, and we all felt an overwhelming feeling of accomplishment and fellowship. I didn't know what to expect when we set off downriver that first day. We emerged from the backcountry having discovered more than just a beautiful part of Maine. We found endless potential for world-class outdoor recreation, and after 5 days, we were completely in tune with the unquestionably wild place that surrounded us. I walked away with a deeper appreciation for Katahdin Woods and Waters, and a connection to 3 friends that couldn't have been made without this place. We believe that public lands bring people together, and feel fortunate to have such an area in our own backyard.
That was incredible. So happy.
The rumors of beauty were true, but don't take our word for it. Get out there and see it for yourself.